Hi, fellow PolyTrippers. I hope you had a productive week, and here's my motivational talk for this coming week. First of all, I want to apologize for the hiatus that I've taken from the Facebook Lives and from the videos. I've pre-recorded a bunch of videos, as you know, and most of them are kind of motivational, upbeat, apolitical, and just kind of like motivational for language learning. And as you know, I've been learning Russian for the past 2 years, and this situation in Ukraine has totally messed me up. It's messed me up from the point of view of just being able to know what's going to happen with my friends and colleagues in Ukraine, but also like from the point of view of my Russian learning. My big dream when I learn a language is to actually travel to the country and spend some time in a language school, and that's my motivational reward for doing that. And of course, that's all been like dashed to smithereens with the situation in Russia and me not knowing when I'd be able to visit Russia for the foreseeable future. I have some very clear opinions about this, but I'm not going to share them with you. Those of you who know me know what my opinions are, but rather I'm going to try to keep this neutral because I want to stress how important language learning is in situations like these. One of the situations that I'm seeing is there's a lot of um, taking sides with like what's going on, and I've taken a side too, which I'm not going to share with you, but one of the things that I'm seeing is that there's such a big disconnect when I speak to certain speaking people, of like what my perceived reality is and what their perceived reality is. And one of the ways that I feel privileged is that I can speak Russian now well enough in order to be able to have extended conversations with these people about my points of view and their points of view, and try to find some middle ground, because like I really feel that it's just way too easy to just have this kind of us versus them attitude. And I do this with politics too. For example, I have very clear political views for my domestic United States politics. And it's very easy to fall into the trap of just being in your own bubble and thinking that the people who don't think that the way you do are the enemies and that they need to be wiped out or destroyed or whatever, which is kind of like what's happening now in Ukraine. And I feel that language is really the only way out of this for two reasons. First of all, I feel that once you successfully bridge the linguistic gap between you and the person you disagree with, then you can have much more productive conversations. It's just not the same when I see world leaders talking to each other with a microphone in their ear and translators doing the real talking. I can't help think that one would have a much more personal connection if they could actually speak to the person directly in their language, try to connect to them directly in their language, like I feel that I'm doing with the Russian speaking people that I'm talking to. And secondly, one of the things that I'm noticing is that there's a lot of different attempts to suppress the truth and hide the truth for certain parties. And I also feel that language and speaking to people in their own language is the way out of this. In Russian, they have a saying, "Pravda всегда выходит наружу," and I really believe that the truth always comes out. And I really hope that even though certain people might not subscribe to my interpretation of the truth, just like I don't subscribe to other people's interpretation of this truth, I really believe that only bad faith actors would really truly believe that suppressing the truth would be a productive way to solve the situation. And so that's why I believe that language is a pathway to truth, because when you talk to each other in someone's native language, you have a better chance of like sorting out paradoxes, inconsistencies, illogical ways of thinking, and coming to some kind of common understanding. And that common understanding may not always be possible, but I feel that like language is the only, like one of the few ways to actually attempt to achieve that common understanding. So that's neither here nor there, but I just wanted to just explain where I am right now. And I want to continue these Facebook Lives just using my old videos. So of course they won't reference the current political situation, and I won't really talk about it much more. If you want to talk to me personally about it, and as with anything, always feel free to reach out to me. I love interacting with people. I love talking to people. I love being able to help and guide people and also learn from people. So please reach out to me personally by any of the communication channels that we have made available to you if you want to do that. So anyway, that's it for this week. Be sure to check out our resources page, and also there's like a great new exercise section of our site where teachers are able to create interactive exercises for you, and there are a lot of cool interactive exercises there already for you to try out. So go to our PolyTripper website, check out the exercises, check out our games, and like I've said many times before, we rely on good souls like you to spread the word about us because we don't have the deep advertising pockets that our competitors do. Why is it that the birds always follow me around no matter where I go? Anyway, thank you again, and I'll see you all next week. Take care. Bye.